Well, as being retro old school on YouTube since 2008, it doesn't get more new for me than this, man. Which side does it come on, though? Does it arrive in? Yeah, this is really neat how they, because there used to be tracks here, you know, as Grant pointed out in his video, my friend Grant, the tracks used to be all around here where the gray is, and then you had these beams, these X beams, like separating the two tracks. So these were platforms here for whatever EXO or Via, I don't know, whatever trains they were before. Well, so far so good. And if the train doesn't have a problem, that'll be the best. It'll be the best ride ever. It's coming. There it is. The train that I thought had no headlights when I'd see it on the bridge. Oh shit, and everybody's heading to the front to get that panoramic view. Some of you guys wondered, well, how come I didn't do a video? Because I'm a classic car fanatic, and this weekend was
Bienvenue à
Grand
bord
International.
Direction A1, Brossard. Prochaine station, Île des Sœurs.
Thank you for interrupting me, nice lady. And there's, of course, a little security on to the right of me. And yeah, I went to the Granby International Car Show on the weekend. I would never miss that. That's the classic car show, man. Oh, there's a Via. Oh, there. Yeah, this is very impressive so far. Very impressive indeed. Yeah, I wanted to. I could see all the people going to the front there, but I'm like, what am I supposed to do? You know, I'm not gonna. Oh, switching. I'm not going to film over all these people's heads and everything. So this is fine. This is fine. This is nice. This is exactly how I want it. Low sun, sunny, not too many people. Not a fan of crowds. Not a fan. This is really cool. I don't even feel like I'm in my own city. That's how impressed I am. This is really something. Yeah, they're still kind of loud though. There's the Peel Basin. Yeah, this is really cool, man. Looking forward to seeing the Point St. Charles Yard coming up here shortly. What, this is awesome. I'm telling you, I'm a tough critic, man, but this is awesome. We're over Bridge Street. I think it's Bridge Street. There's a CN yard. Oh, there's two cabooses there. Sweet. Look at that. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. Wow. It's funny. I like these trains more from the inside than the outside. Look at that. I've never seen any of this before. Look at that. Now we're going to go over the Champlain Bridge. There's the Via Yard. A little too much glare, eh? Wow. Very impressive. Can you dig it? And there's my city there. What's that there? What's that truck there? What's really going to be a test is in the winter when it gets really cold, like -15 and colder. We're going to see how these trains do. I mean, after all, they're made in India, you know? That's the real test. That's where light rail trains don't do very well. Stop in Nuns Island, Ile des Sœurs.
Station Ile des Sœurs.
That's pretty loud. Holy cow, that's the platform? No, that's not.
Les portes s'ouvriront sur le côté droit.
Let's go to the front. Yeah, you see what I mean? Everybody's all lollygallying there on the front there, like, well, I don't know like what, but anyway, it's understandable there. It'd be nice to get some kind of view, though, like that before I finish this whole trip, so. I love that green, though. It's forest green. Forest green is my favorite color.
Prochaine station, Panama.
Panama. I want to see this now, come on. Wow, this is something else, man. It's like being the conductor here. I was saying to friends, you know, I grew up in the West Island, and I'm looking forward to that line opening too eventually, but this is really something. Obviously it wouldn't be as beautiful in the West Island, but still, it's an elevated line. It's smooth, it's relaxing. Mind you, it's noisy though. But friggin' Metro, I think it's noisier than this even. It doesn't matter what trains there are. Approaching the Distant station.
I watched your videos for years.
Oh, you got a son? How old is your son?
He's 8. He loves trains because of it.
So if you've been watching my videos a long time, you're probably aware that I pretty much cut off the swearing completely, and you're probably happy. Because I got tired of hearing people complain about it, and I'm trying to make this channel more successful. So now that I've gotten better cameras and cut down the swearing, don't talk about politics, don't talk about religion too much, and you know, things are, it's passion, you know, like I'm doing the paintings, as you know, I build models, and it just never ends. And actually, since I mentioned the paintings, if you ever would like a painting at a good price, whatever the vehicle may be, as long as it's something old school. Because I don't do modern really. It's not my you know, it's not my thing. But again, you know, we're talking about a 16 by 20 inch canvas, 250 bucks. But if it's a train or a bus or you know, anything with a lot of detail, that's a different story though. But it'd be a pleasure. I love what I do. I'm trying to make that more successful as well, and it's paying the bill. It helps to pay the bills, and this is beautiful. I mean, you know, we started going, and I thought to myself, my God, I don't even feel like we're in Montreal. We come out of the tunnel after a couple of minutes. It's like we're in Japan or something, you know? This is what it's like, right? Japan, China, Asia, Europe. Probably parts of Europe.
Dubai has a good system like this.
Well, there you go. There you go. This is where they got the whole idea. I'm sure of it.
Probably.
This wasn't conceived here. Having a train running down the middle of a highway for the most part. I'm very, very impressed. I knew it was going to be impressed, but again, I timed this so I would come here to get the low light. You know what I'm saying? And just a second, I'm seeing. I was hoping there was something responding. You know, it's one of the things I filmed that's been lacking this week. You know. So, do you work in transportation or something?
Yeah, I'm working in Toronto right now on a rail project there. And,
well, I'm not showing you anyway. Wow. Okay, so you're an engineer then. You're a planner. Holy shit, really? But you're not working for a company though.
I'm not working for a company on this. I'm just here as a Montreal area right now.
Well, that goes shows your passion. You're taking the train.
Oh, yeah.
This is your first time doing
My
this?
first time ever. I came from Toronto to. I'm spending most of my time in Toronto.
Well, I'm going to share you this very important and interesting moment with you, because I'm the same way. And you know, if you watch my videos, you know I'm pretty hard to impress with new stuff. So, especially since in Quebec we're known to be, as you know, paying taxes up the ass for so many years. It's good to see it's really going to something forward, you know. It's incredible, but noisy. I gotta admit it's noisy.
I will confess it's a bit noisier than I was expecting.
Yeah, it's definitely not a Montreal. It's not a Montreal.
Du quartier.
Now there's something I'd like to see. I'd love to see the Seattle monorail. That's something I'd love to see. So this is the 10-30. So that means
Les
there's one more
portes
stop.
s'ouvriront sur le côté gauche.
So where are you from in Montreal?
I was born in Copenhagen, then I grew up in Brossard, and now we're out in Chefo.
Oh yeah, I've lived in a couple of those places. I won't tolerate it, and it wasn't scrap. It was a 2008. It's just, you know, again, I want to get there in one piece. You know, it's and I think I reported that guy last year because he stunk of cologne even from halfway through the bus. There were people getting out of the front seat and moving to the back because he smelled so bad. Yeah. Oh no, I take transit very, very seriously because, you know, I'm visually impaired. I can't drive legally, right? So I'm passionate about vehicles. So for me, you know, it's transit in Montreal. It's great to have so many bus lines than ever. The service is great, but half the buses, a lot of them are shit, and a lot of buses, the drivers, well, you know how it is. So if you drive, which I'm sure you do, good for you. Wait, I thought this was the track that went to the garage or something.
Yeah, no. I remember seeing it on the day of the launch and thinking the same thing. We're going to see the maintenance center. Is that it right here?
Oh yeah. I don't want to wind up like those people in the news there that wind up at the garage there. Yeah. By accident. I mean, that's pretty bad, you know. Like they were supposed to go into town, they wound up at the garage. I don't know why. So, last stop, Brossard, or some people call it Brossard. That's where all the bros are. Yeah, right. There was another reason why I wanted to film this at this time too. You see, the whole inside of the train is nicely lit by the sun.
Perfect time.
Yeah. Well, you've watched my videos enough. How many times have I said timing is everything, eh? So, really.
Station Brossard.
Terminus. Merci d'utiliser de Rennes. You don't sound like
Les
you're
portes s'ouvriront sur le
You sound like
côté
you're French.
gauche.
My mother's from Antigua, so I have a bit of a mixture of accents.
I see. Oh yeah, look at that. There's the.
It's set up nicely for whenever they want to extend it.
Look at that, eh?
Very nice.
Terminus. Merci d'avoir voyagé à bord du Rhin aujourd'hui. N'oubliez pas vos effets personnels.
No. Hey, the pleasure was all mine. The pleasure was all mine, believe me, and the gentleman next to me too. Another transportation fanatic. And it's weird because it smells like we're outside.
Yeah.
So I guess, oh yeah, he's gonna, is he going back on board? Or is he?
Yeah. So it goes. Mark 73 is not running on line 1 anymore? Green line?
They are, but very few of them.
Yeah.
Very few of them.
Well, yeah, like what are they doing with them? They just even saving them for line 5 and,
Pretty much, yeah, that's right. Or they're retiring them. Because,
Really?
well,
They're retiring some, huh?
dude, about my age.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, you're what? You're 40 something?
Yeah, 47.
We're the same age.
Yeah.
Jeez, hey, glad to meet you, man. Seriously, that even made the video more interesting.
Really?
Station du quartier. Les portes s'ouvriront sur le côté gauche.
I don't know about that sound though. It's a little too epic. this area is blown up over the years.
Prochaine station, Panama.
Panama. Yeah, I couldn't have timed this more perfectly, honestly. You know what? I gotta say, I'm not just impressed. I'm blown away. This is the future of train travel, intercity train travel. You know, Ben is right. You know, I mean, it's got some foibles, but when the metro opened in 1966, it had a few problems too, eh? So they just got to work out the kinks. I don't know, if somebody said recently, one of these people from the REM, about how like it was like a war, it was like a new pair of shoes, you had to break them in. I don't know if that's the same thing, but you know. This video is definitely going to get top drawer priority. And it really is fast. I mean, man, look how quick that was to get from downtown to Brossard. Like, wow. Hey, you're all gonna be on YouTube there. Telephone. But again, I'm not a fan of all the white. I think that's my only gripe, really, compared to the azure, you know.
Station, Panama. Sur le côté gauche.
And you know, that was the icing on the cake to meet one of my fans, a long-time fan. It's always great to meet a fan, especially somebody who's been watching for years. The guy's my age, he's 47, he made a success for himself, you know? He said, I quote, "It's been a dream of mine to meet you for years." I mean, how cool is that? You know? Anyway. I really recently realized, you know, after not smoking weed for almost 2 months, that, you know, success is not always measured, in my case, by how much you make, but it's what you do, it's what you put out, it's what your impact
Prochaine
is.
station, Île des
It's
Sœurs.
what your impact is on people, society, your friends. You know what I mean? And you know, me being a car fanatic, cars, trucks, buses, I love riding between in the middle of the highway. I love seeing all the cars and trucks. You know, so it's all, for me, it's all a win-win, really. Sunset on top of that? Too much glare though, man. Like a lot of glare. my hat's off to you guys at the Rim. You guys really pulled it off. After all these years of building and testing and the funds gathered to the companies, the governments that invested funds into this, like, it's really fantastic. It's just too bad. Again, the only thing that's too bad is really the noise, especially not for me, but for people who, folks who live near this, you know, Point St. Charles, Griffintown, and all that. So. You know, in a way, for me, this is almost like surreal. This would not have been as cool if I had gone, let's say, Saturday, it was cloudy, crappy all day. Shit, I've never heard that. Yeah, that's really cool. Oh no, it's an observation curve. It's nothing like being on a train and passing trains, eh? Really? Really? St. Charles shops. Oh, look at that, eh? Isn't that symbolic? There's 2 MR90 cars still left, and the rest are probably all scrapped. Yeah. Historic 5 Roses sign. funny the way like the train just now sort of shuddered, slowed down, started up again, almost like it seemed like it was not being run automatically. Interesting touch.
Station, gare centrale. Les portes s'ouvriront sur le côté gauche. Terminus. Merci d'avoir voyagé à bord du rail aujourd'hui. N'oubliez pas vos effets personnels.
Thanks for that. Appreciate it. Well, this was definitely one of the high points of my year. Really. I mean, how cool is that? Big step into the future. Thanks for watching.